Presidential nominees Donald Trump and Kamala Harris have pitched a unique proposal to appeal to tipped workers.
And eliminate taxes on tips.
No tax on tips idea is going to help a lot of service workers. I think a lot of us who are in the service industry have been waiting for this for a long time. I'm not sure how they're going to handle it, honestly. That's a very good question. How would they handle it?
Not easily, according to tax law professor Francine Littman, who says people should temper their expectations on the impact of such a proposal.
This is very early. We don't have any specific bills from either administration, but both are suggesting that tip income would be excluded from taxable income. About half of all tip workers across the country don't even make enough to pay federal income taxes. So this won't help them. Some of the concerns that tax policy folks like myself have, if you exclude tips from Social Security and payroll taxes, which one of the bills currently pending before Congress does, then when that person retires, their Social Security retirement benefit will be significantly less.
In addition, the complexity of tax law necessitates well-written guardrails to ensure it is helping the intended audience.
Not surprisingly, it's a slippery slope because a lot of people are going to want to call their compensation tips. And that, of course, is going to reduce federal tax revenue. That's got to come from someplace else. So how are we going to make up for it? We also don't want people who are sophisticated, who can hire high-powered tax attorneys to restructure their compensation as predominantly tip income so that they benefit from this when they clearly are not the targeted group. I've heard some influencers on TikTok suggest that the monies they get are really tips.
Littman says a more practical solution would be to increase the federal minimum wage for tip workers, a distinction that Harris's proposal accommodates.
Including to raise the minimum wage.
You can't do anything about taxes on tips without taking on the sub-minimum wage. Most workers make $2.13 an hour around the country if they earn tips, and that's outrageous. It's got to change. There's only 7 states that don't allow a sub-minimum wage, and we're one of them. And with both parties taking on the issue, that means there's a real opportunity for workers.
For News 3, I'm Salah.